Whew. Guys, I think, I just think, I think that might have been the best episode of The Walking Dead ever. Oh my god, that episode was amazing. I'm still speechless. I've got to watch that episode over at least 2 or 3 more times. Yeah, it was that good. I mean, the episode was fantastic. You know, Rick struggling to survive all episode long. You know, him making his way around, having all these crazy epic visions. Super emotional. A decent amount of action in it throughout, and not like the normal action that between the humans or anything, but like that zombie action. Like, man, it was intense this episode. It was really intense, and it was amazing. I loved this episode. This is definitely my favorite episode of The Walking Dead. You know, I flipped out when I saw episode 501. I flipped out when I saw 701, because that was obviously amazing. 616, which was the one with the cliffhanger. You know, there were a bunch of episodes, a bunch of moments I can think back to. No Way Out and 609. Like, there's been a lot of episodes of Walking Dead that have caught me speechless, but none like this. Like, this episode was up and down. It just had you in your feelings the whole time, man. And they are geniuses. I'm not gonna lie, we were really out here doubting the AMC gods. No, I'm just tripping. All credit for this goes to the showrunners, especially the actors. The actors did a fantastic job, and we all know that the Walking Dead cast, they're some of the best actors around, in my opinion. At least that I see. Like, I think they're all amazing acting wise. But yeah, really big shout out to oh my god, how do I still not know how to pronounce her name? Angelina Kang. Is that it? That's right? But yeah. If not, somebody correct me. Angelina Kang, you are the GOAT, man. Like, you are everything that's holy. Like, like, once again, the AMC overlords have heard our prayers, and they sent us you. Like, that's all I have to say on the new director. She is definitely in the good graces with the fans, because you know, obviously there are still going to be some people who are going to say they would have preferred that Rick didn't leave the show at all until like the very end of it. But you know, Andrew Lincoln wanted to spend more time with his family, and this was a really brilliant way to do it, because once again, like, they left it open-ended. Like, he's coming back. And I remember back when we got the news that when they saw this, I just said to myself, you know, only if there was a way he could take a break, but that wouldn't. I always said that wouldn't work. How are they going to take Rick out of the show in a convincing way? You know, how are they going to do that? But man, in this episode, just like the context of everything that happens, you know, how hurt he was at the end there. Obviously, it's probably going to be quite some time before he's even back up on his feet. Like, we're talking months, if not a year or so. It's going to be a good while before he gets back on his feet. I do think we are going to see Andrew Lincoln back in the series as Rick. I think he is going to come back, but pretty much, and this is kind of a spoiler for the comics, but not too big of a spoiler, because I'm not going to go into detail about anything. You'll just be really confused. But there is a pretty big community that they eventually meet in the comic books, and I do think that's where Rick is being taken. there's always a chance that I'm wrong. There could be something completely new because, like I said, there are rumors going around that they're going to be doing some Rick Grimes movies, but I don't know about that. I think they're just going to bring him back a couple seasons from now, and maybe they'll kind of recap on what he's been up to the past couple of years or so. But yeah, ultimately, it was amazing. Um, the and after the helicopter, wait, before I even get to that part, the scene with him on the bridge was one of the most emotional scenes in The Walking Dead. To see the hero, this iconic figure of the zombie apocalypse, trying to accept his fate, at the end of that bridge, only to be saved by his friends, only to realize that his friends are going to risk their lives for his. So what does he do? He makes the decision for them to sacrifice himself in order to protect them. He doesn't let them risk their lives for him. And I think that was an amazing way. That was an amazing last Rick moment. That really was. Like, they killed it on that. Like, just badass all the way through. Like, it was great. But ultimately the scene was beautiful and everything. Obviously all the emotions on screen with Daryl and Michonne and all the other characters, their reaction to what Rick had just done. The explosion itself was a pretty good one. You could definitely tell that they bumped that budget up this season. Yeah, they're definitely working with a bigger budget right now, because that explosion was outstanding. And those flaming walkers. No, you know what? Now we know why the budget for season 8 was so small. They were saving it for this job. Like, they were definitely saving some of that budget for this season, man. But I don't know. But anyway, yeah, all the flaming walkers falling into the river was also a very outstanding visual. Really loved that. Like, just what a way for Rick Grimes to go, man. If this was his death, it would have been satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what a way for him to go. Everybody's crying. There's a big explosion, a broken down bridge, flaming walkers falling into a river, an army of flaming walkers falling into a river at that. Like, that's just how you imagine Rick Grimes' death scene to look, man. like, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't have imagined it any better in your head. But yeah, overall that was done really well. Jadis, oh man, they redeemed the heck out of that character. There's one thing this show is really good at that I've noticed, is making annoying characters. They make characters do realistic but annoying things, right? Things that kind of make the audience view that character as a villain or someone that they just don't like, and they really know how to redeem a character, man. They really do. Like, people are going to love Jadis from now until the end of all time. But what the one character people will not be loving so much is that freaking white horse. Like, who else was ready to curse that horse out this entire episode? Like, that horse almost screwed Rick over 2 more times in this episode, man. The first time was at the very beginning. It almost kicked him off again when the walkers got right by it. And then the second time, it ran off on him at the camp. Oh, bad. Oh, bad. Walking Dead fans are forever going to dread the sight of a white horse. like that horse has become public enemy number 1, man. But, yeah, anyway, the scene with Rick getting carried away in the helicopter, really uplifting, really, just a really positive moment for all the fans. But the scene after, I was expecting the time jump, right? I was expecting them to give us a little tease. But I did not expect what we saw at the end of that episode. Freaking Magna coming out of nowhere and slicing that walker up, like, and then all of the others, what's her name, Nimiko, I can't remember how to say it. I can't even remember how it's spelled, but you know, all of them coming out of nowhere to and you know, we're just getting to see their introduction and stuff, and them fighting the walkers. They remixed that pretty heavily from the comics, but given the situation, I think once again they showed that they know how to remix a lot of stuff really well. It doesn't always pay off when they remix stuff, but this was definitely one of those times where I thought it was a good remix, and people are gonna have fun comparing like the comic version and the show version, because they're both really great for different reasons. But yeah, like seeing them get saved by Judith too, oh man. Next week's episode is going to be outstanding once again. It's going to be a really great episode. Can't wait to see all those new characters. And for any of you who are confused about who those new characters at the end are, just know this, like, one of the cool thing about this whole Rick last episode thing is those characters that got introduced at the end in the comics, they were actually meant to remind us of Rick and our group when they first got to Alexandria, of how they were a little untrustworthy of everything. So I feel like next episode there's going to be like a lot of callbacks and stuff once again, and you know, it's going to be a really great episode. Everything's going to be different. We saw Carol walk. Oh my god, I can't even talk. I'm so hyped right now. We saw Carol rocking that white wig way better than what's his name, freaking oh man, I can't remember his name. That's how dead he is to me now. Oh my god, no, Henry Cavill, that's what I'm trying to say. She was definitely rocking that wig better than him. He needs to go ahead and hand the wig over. But anyway, getting off of that subject, overall, like, yeah, the next couple episodes, oh man. And let me tell you guys, anyone who's worried about The Walking Dead falling off or the show slowing down after this, trust me, it's not. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to talk about anything or give anything away. But I'm just saying that the story arc that's coming up right now is one of the coolest ones from the comic book. So if you thought you were prepared for change on the show and for the show's next evolution, trust me, you haven't seen it yet, because things are getting ready to get crazy. But anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave likes and comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Hit that subscribe button if you want to support some more. I'm going to talk about a lot of this stuff in some other videos later this week. I did get the episode late, which is why this video is just now being made and stuff. But overall, oh man, this was a good episode. This was a really good episode. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave likes and comments, all that good stuff. I already said this, but who cares? I'm hyped right now. I will see you guys on the next one. ZFR out, guys.